Picture this. It's April 18th, 1955. Albert Einstein, the man who changed how we see the universe, takes his final breath in a quiet Princeton hospital. His last wish: cremation, simplicity, no shrines, no relics. But what Einstein never imagined is that within hours of his death, his brain would be stolen. And decades later, fragments of that brain would end up in the hands of a tribe once infamous for ritual cannibalism. Yes, this is a true story. The stolen brain. The man responsible was Dr. Thomas Harvey, the pathologist on duty. During Einstein's autopsy, Harvey removed the brain without permission. He claimed it was for science, that the world deserved to study the source of genius. But what followed was stranger than fiction. Harvey sliced Einstein's brain into more than 240 pieces, stored them in jars, and kept them hidden for decades. Instead of glory, he faced ruin. Princeton expelled him. His career collapsed, his marriage fell apart. Yet he carried the brain fragments with him across America, in cardboard boxes, in glass jars, even in his basement. To Harvey, it wasn't just tissue, it was a relic. But Einstein's family had wanted no relics. This obsession turned Harvey into an exile, a man who sacrificed everything to guard the very organ he had stolen. A strange journey. Over the years, Harvey reluctantly shared slivers of Einstein's brain with a few researchers. Some claimed they found unusual structures in his cortex. Others dismissed the results as pseudoscience. Still, the legend grew. The brain of Einstein was out there, traveling in pieces. Then came the most bizarre twist. Fragments of Einstein's brain were sent overseas, eventually reaching Papua New Guinea, a land home to the Fo tribe, the Cannibal tribe. The Fo were once infamous for a chilling practice: ritual cannibalism. When a loved one died, they didn't bury the body, they ate it. But this wasn't savagery. In their worldview, it was sacred, a way to keep the spirit of their kin alive within the tribe. Mothers fed pieces of brain to children, believing it bound them together forever. Yet this ritual had tragic consequences. The tribe was ravaged by a deadly disease called Kuru, a brain disorder spread by consuming human tissue. By the mid-20th century, outsiders had intervened. Cannibalism had ended, but the memory of it lingered, and the Fo became a symbol of how belief, ritual, and survival intertwine. So when pieces of Einstein's brain arrived in this land, they were not treated as mere tissue. To the tribe, this was something sacred, the mind of a man who had touched the stars, reduced to fragile flesh, and now placed in their hands. They didn't eat it, they worshipped it. The relic of genius became, in their eyes, a kind of totem, a spirit. What this reveals about us. At first, the story sounds absurd. Einstein's brain, stolen by a doctor, ending up with a tribe once known for cannibalism. But beneath the shock lies something deeply human. Across all cultures, across all time, we've turned to relics. Saints' bones, kings' crowns, locks of hair, even celebrity memorabilia. We preserve these objects because they connect us to greatness. They make us feel closer to something beyond ourselves. For Harvey, Einstein's brain was science turned relic. For the Fo tribe, it was spirit turned relic. For us today, it's myth, a story we tell, because deep down we all crave meaning. Think about it. Einstein wanted to vanish quietly, leaving no shrine behind. Yet the world refused. We needed to hold on to him. Not just his ideas, but his very flesh. Maybe it's not about Einstein at all. Maybe it's about us. our fear of forgetting, our hunger for symbols, our tribal instinct to transform ordinary matter into something sacred. Conclusion. So the next time you hear the name Albert Einstein, don't just picture the chalkboard equations or the wild hair. Picture a brain in a jar, stolen against his wishes, carried across continents, ending in the hands of people who once consumed the dead to keep them alive within the living. It's disturbing, it's bizarre, but it's also deeply human. Because whether in a hospital basement or a tribal ritual, we all wrestle with the same question. What do we do with the remains of genius? If this story made you think differently about human nature, hit subscribe. Because here, we uncover the missing side of history, the psychology, the rituals, the strange truths that shaped us.